Good morning, everyone. Any questions, doubt from what we discussed yesterday? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, ratio analysis.
हाँ बोलो.
सर रेशियो एनालिसिस के बारे में बताइए थोड़ा सा.
क्या बताऊं रेशियो एनालिसिस? रेशियो एनालिसिस हमने भी किया ही नहीं है. मुझे क्वेश्चन नहीं समझ आया मनमीत.
मतलब हम लोग अभी डिस्कस करेंगे ना इसको ब्रीफ में, बस यही पूछना सर.
कल अटेंड किया था सेशन आपने?
सर कल का छोड़ गया था बट मैंने क्लास जो है मैंने देखी थी रिकॉर्डेड.
आपने कल सेशन अटेंड किया था?
सर कल मैं अटेंड नहीं कर पाया था. कल बैंक
आपने
था.
रिकॉर्डेड जो वीडियो देखी है उसमें रेशियो एनालिसिस पे क्या डिस्कशन किया?
सर रेशियो एनालिसिस पे अभी डिस्कशन तो नहीं हुआ था. इसमें बस इस वाली स्लाइड में अपने यही डिस्कस किया था कि हम लोग बाद में ब्रीफ करेंगे शायद.
हाँ, तो
कि
रेशियो
अलग से
एनालिसिस.
इवैल्यूएशन का शायद.
बोलिए.
शायद सर आपने ये कहा था कि वैल्यूएशन हम लोग अलग से डिस्कस करेंगे, फोरकास्टिंग अलग से करेंगे, सबका अलग अलग टॉपिक अलग अलग डिस्कस करेंगे.
करेक्ट. तो ये सब टॉपिक्स जो है, रेशियो एनालिसिस है, फोरकास्टिंग है, मॉडलिंग है, वैल्यूएशन है, ये सब अलग से डिटेल में आएगा बाद में.
ठीक है.
इसलिए रेशियो एनालिसिस में मैंने कुछ स्टार्ट ही नहीं किया है अभी तक. So if this session comes to me, so I will do ratio analysis. To whomever this goes, ratio analysis अपन कराया जाए.
Yes, sir.
I have one question. In this last I think lecture we have completed on this bank holding, and we have at higher level we have combined it with the corporation. So can you please, if you can elaborate on bank holding companies?
I didn't understand the question, nor I recollect anything on this.
No. We have combined this bank holding companies with corporation, that it is more or less like corporation. I think we can go 3 or 4 slides back also, where we are saying that these are the private equity placement
So I'm going
stakeholders.
back. Let me know which slide you want me to stop.
This one, 49.
Okay. Now what is the question?
We have told them private equity, these are the investors in which bank holding companies we have, at higher level we have at that point of time we have not included this bank holding, and we are combined that this we can treat this more or less as a corporation. If you can elaborate on that, that's the only question.
Understood. So these are the investors who invest directly or through fund into the PE funds. That's what we discussed. Now these investors, जिसमें से एक banks लिखा हुआ है, ठीक है, and यहाँ पे corporates लिखा हुआ है, ठीक है. So for example, let's assume if any corporate, for example Reliance, or for that matter any corporate who has surplus funds, they can invest in any instruments, and they can invest into PE investments or PE funds as well. And same applies for the banks. अगर आपके पास, if you're a bank and you have surplus funds and you are willing to invest into this private equity, then you can
No, no.
invest.
My question is that banks and holding companies are one and the same thing.
So bank and bank holding company means, so when I say ICICI Bank, I'm referring to bank. Let's assume if ICICI Bank has some holding company, then I'm saying bank holding company, which is not the structure in India. In India, a bank will not have holding companies. The structures generally prevails in markets like Singapore and UK market, where a bank
And
can
US
holding
market.
can have. US में नहीं है इतना holding companies का. US में generally it works on more of a different legal structure called PLC. तो थोड़ा सा different हो जाता है, but holding companies का जैसे इंडिया में जैसे टाटा ग्रुप है, तो टाटा ग्रुप कैन बी एन होल्डिंग कंपनी, होल्डिंग कॉन्सेप्ट, बिकॉज वो इंडिया में बैंकिंग सेक्टर में वैसा है नहीं. So ICICI Bank is being carved out as a separate legal entity. ICICI Bank, ICICI Direct, the other entities of ICICI will not be called as the holding companies of ICICI Bank. But let's assume if we talk about like market like Singapore, वहाँ पे UBS है, ठीक है, और let's assume Bank of America है UK markets, तो वहाँ पे ये holding companies आते हैं, इसके नीचे banking भी है और काफी different other entities भी आ जाती है, which becomes a parent to those entities. So if your question is what is the difference in the bank and bank holding companies, if that's the question,
Yes,
so
that is my
yeah.
question.
So this is the difference. Bank holding company means you have a parent who is a banking entity and who has subsidiaries, and then entire put together you're calling as a bank holding company, because these are companies held by these banks.
Okay, we can say that we can treat them as a corporation or corporates where
Corporates ही है,
in they have many entities. In that, one of is bank in that way.
yeah, but the parent is the bank, not the subsidiary.
Okay.
So parent is the bank, and the parent company, which is a banking entity, is holding significant stake in other companies as well, and hence the entire group is called as bank holding companies.
And the primary business is only banking only.
वो डिपेंड करता है अलग अलग कंट्री में. फॉर एग्जांपल यूके में बैंकिंग के अलावा भी अलाउड है, मार्केट लाइक सिंगापुर वहाँ पे बैंकिंग ही होना चाहिए. सो वो डिपेंड करता है रिस्पेक्टिव लॉ एंड जुरिस्डिक्शन, व्हाट डज अ लॉ अलाउ.
Okay, understood.
Anything else? Anybody else? Any other questions? Okay. So in case no questions, so yesterday we discussed this equity research. We discussed the structures. We discussed this proprietary trade as well. So more from a team perspective. So generally, when we create teams into the equity research space, generally the structures are, you will have one senior person who will act as a lead for the research team, and then depending upon the coverage and depending upon the sector that you want to cover, you will have one or two another kind of in junior resources which probably carrying an experience of less than 3 to 5 years in that category. And then we have couple of undergrads or couple of freshers into that category. So they generally join us more in the intern capacity. So that's the three layers generally we try and keep in most of the research teams. So depending upon your background and depending upon your experience and expertise from a job perspective, you can look at any of these three basis my understanding of this that's primarily most of you will fall if you want to get into this sort of the switch will fall into the second and the third category. Okay, because for somebody to lead those teams, generally we look at somewhere 10, 12 or odd years of experience to for somebody to start leading those research teams. From a typical career path perspective, as we discussed yesterday, so we looked at there were two primary roles here, correct? This analyst and the salesperson. Generally, what happens over a period of time, once you spend decent amount of time as a research analyst, the most of the people or the career progression generally is from analyst to salesperson because this the salesperson is a much more advanced and lucrative. Again, it depends. So for me, it's so I move from this analyst to sales, and most of the people will from a career progression will move from this research to sales side. नेचुरल प्रमोशंस भी इस साइड हिंट करते हैं आपको, ठीक है, बट ऐसा कोई रिस्ट्रिक्शन रूल नहीं है that if you don't want to move to the sales side, of course you can continue to work in research. But what the slide says, generally from a career progression perspective, a lot of people will typically move from research to sales. You can continue to work into research analyst. We've discussed you can move to buy side. So what we discussed yesterday was a sell side research. You can move to the buy side research as well, which means you join some mutual fund or a hedge fund research team. So which means you're moving from sell side to buy side, which means the buy side is the firm who's buying the research idea. So what typically in a big mutual funds or in big hedge fund setups and some of the venture capital firms as well, when you go to and pitch them ideas, so suppose let's assume I'm Sher Khan and I'm part of the research team, so I'm a part of the sell side research. If I go to let's assume pitch to a mutual fund or a hedge fund, and what they do, they have their own research teams as well. So when I pitch the idea, the research team will start validating that research as well to see whether they're comfortable to buy that idea or not. So that's where you can move from buy side, you can move from sell side to buy side research. People who do not move to the sales side generally start specializing into particular industry or a sector. So you will have IT specialists, you will have pharma specialists and stuff like this. So these are some of the career options that will get open if you spend good amount of time into the research side. This is something generally it's very easy option to start working with us from entering into the industry. Interns, we do a lot of interns. We take a lot of interns, especially in this domain, into research, because we need a lot of people to find out the data for us, to start to retrieve, to extract a lot of information. For example, if I'm working on a transaction which is let's assume is an M&A between, let's assume, a Singapore-based client and let's assume UK-based client. So I need a lot of information about Singapore markets. I need a lot of information about UK market. So now I can't put my expensive resources who are fundamentally very strong into research in finding out the basic data from some of the databases. So this is where we need some interns, which is low cost research for us, but we can ask them to do some data extraction. So what happens, they start generally extracting the data. They have been trained, they are given training to how to extract the data. So they do the basic groundwork of extracting the data, and then these resources, the more senior resources, start analyzing the data, start interpreting that data. So what happens if you're able to work well, if you're able to perform well into those initial years or initial months of your internship, then generally you start getting the insight of the analysis as well, and then you once you're able to prove your potential, generally company takes you on the board and you start working with the organization for a longer duration. So I'm not saying the internship is the only option, but I'm telling you it's most of the people who don't come with an MBA or a CFA background are able to get through this gate of internships and able to prove the potential and build the contacts in the industry, and then if they're able to perform, they can take it forward from there. So broadly, most of our days are being broadly categorized into three categories. So before market hours, so before market opens, we need to do certain things. During market hours, you keep a tab of what's happening and stuff like that. You will keep a track of your portfolio, your client portfolio, if that's required, and that's something that you're working on. And again, there are certain activities which you will do after market hours, including your analysis and the research, stuff like this. But this will typically depend upon at what level you join, at what role you join. So it's not pretty rigid, but broadly इसी category के आसपास घूमता है. Again, this is not really the industry works. So it's more theoretical. आपको इतने साल में इतना promotion मिल जाएगा, अभी भी मिल जाएगा. That's not the way it typically works. So nothing to. Yeah, so I think these are the couple of slides which I just want to ensure that you get it right, because this is the critical piece. So now, this we've discussed from a career path perspective, correct? This is the piece. So from those who want to get into this side of the world, research, be it in equity or credit. So in terms of what we look at when we go for recruitment or the other employers. So some of the skill sets that you should be aware of, so that you can start building either into this journey or later when you start aiming for these type of careers. To me, the most important piece is this analytical skills, because you need to have an ability to analyze data points. Let me give you an example of what it means. For example, if you're reading a newspaper or an article, and it says, suppose it says that, suppose let's take an example of COVID only. So suppose if it says the numbers are going up, the current geopolitical issues between India, China, and some of the other neighbor countries is this. So you're looking at the political scenario, you're looking at some of the other issues, which is technically not economic issues, more of a medical issue, but has turned out to be an economic issue. Okay, and stuff like this, and you're able to correlate with all these things. Okay, on a political front, this is happening. On a global front, this pandemic is one of the issues. Now, current Indian economic situation is this. Then are you able to connect these dots and able to analyze what probably most of the other people will not be able to analyze, and put that into your report? This is where this is the reason why the client will come to you, which means just telling the client that these three things happen is not what you're doing, what you're not adding value, because the client can also read the article and understand what's happening. You need to go beyond that. Okay, these three things are happening, but what is your view, or what is the impact that you're expecting based on three data points or three events that has happened or likely to happen? So that's something which generally client expects from us, that can you recommend more than just telling what's happening? Okay, and hence this links to this having opinion, and which in turn you need to have an ability from in terms of understanding what's happening in the market. So to me, these are the three non-negotiable, non-compromising skill sets that we look at when we at least when I hire somebody in my team, so this is one analytical. Do you have an ability to put your opinion, and this opinion has to be backed by some logics, and do you have a logic, or do you have an ability to track and understand the market? So now when I say track and understand the market, I'm not talking about day-to-day fluctuation. I'm saying, do you understand what the market is, be it in economic markets, be it financial markets, and then some pieces of the other parts as well. So I think others are pretty okay in terms of ability to work in teams, writing skills, interpersonal skills. I'm okay with those things, because those are the other things that we anyways work on the resource once we hire. We will do a lot of polishing, a lot of nurturing for the other pieces. But I think these are the three stuffs which at least I would prefer before we roll out the offers to these candidates. Anything on this slide? Have you understood in terms of what you would be tested against, or what are the kind of skills that someone would look at if you're trying to apply into these sectors in the future? Are there any questions on this? Okay. So in case, so this brings us and into this section, which is our landscape. So any questions, guys? Any queries from not only stuff what we discussed today, but for that matter, anything from this entire section from the day one when we started, before I finally sign off on this section? Okay. Couple of things which I want to add, which is not mentioned in this slide, but it's important. So when we say this equity research, apart from this equity research, we do have a research in other domains as well. So we have a research on the credit side as well. Then you have a research on the commodities as well. Then you have research on the derivative as well, and so on. So the list will go off and on. So what you need to understand is that if the research can be done for any type of an instrument, be it an equity instrument, or it could be for a credit instrument. So when I say credit instrument, we are referring to fixed income instruments, or a debt, to keep it simple for you. Okay, so we discussed earlier that there are two categories through which you can raise funds. One through which you can raise capital. One is equity, and second is a debt. So when you want to raise funds through debt, then we still need to do those research, because so suppose if you're an investor but you don't want to invest into equity shares, but you want to invest into bonds or debentures of certain companies, you still need that same research. Which company is doing good, which company has a credibility to repay your interest and principal back, and stuff like this. So again, there's a research required, but that's called as credit research. There are credit rating agencies as well, like CRISIL, ICRA, Moody's, and stuff like this, which is nothing but a credit research. So that's also pretty much available in the market. Commodity research is again same thing. You're doing a research not on equity, you're not doing research on the credit, you're doing research on the commodity. What do you mean commodities? Gold, silver, bullion, aluminum, copper. These are the categories of some of the investable commodities in Indian markets. Then derivatives, in case you're aware, so we do a lot of research on the derivatives as well, because a lot of trading and investments happen in that category also. Now, apart from this, we also do research on the currency side. Now, again, depending upon your coverage, it might be different currencies, could be dollar, Singapore dollar, and then stuff like this. Uh, Apart from this, you also have an economic research where we are trying to we try and do research for the economy. We try and research, try and do analyze in terms of what's going to happen at economy level, not specific sector, not specific stock. Because to sector or stock sell, for example, if I'm doing a research for Indian economy, that will fall into this category. Or I'm trying to analyze Singapore markets, that will fall into this. But I'm trying to fall, let's assume, banking and a pharma sector in the Indian economy, that will fall into equity research. If I'm trying to, let's assume, research banking sector, in that banking sector, I'm trying to analyze, let's assume, ICICI, that will still fall into first, which is equity research. So, any questions, doubt on this?
Can't we say this? All these research, what you are saying, equity, credit, derivatives, and all that, basis is economic research first. We are going across the globe.
Yeah, may or may not depend on that. So, for example, it depends on the scope of the research that you start with. So, for example, uh, if your focus is specifically on the credit research, let's assume you want to invest into Tata Motors, the bonds issued by Tata Motors. Suppose you come to me and say, Nishant, I'm looking to invest into some of the bonds, Indian names, bonds of the Indian companies. So, and you want me to do research on that. So, of course, I will look at economy because the performance of and especially the yields, I'm not sure whether you're aware of those pieces, but especially the way the yields will behave or the yield curves of these bonds will move are heavily linked to the economic and inflation and the interest rates. So, of course, even if I'm doing the credit research, I will look at some of the pieces of the economy, but that would be a very limited in scope that I will do from an economy perspective. My focus will be more on the credibility of Tata Motors to repay the loan and the principal, repay the loan and along with the interest. My primary focus will be this, and the other variables or factors which will support that or which will de-support that is what I will try and bring in scope of the research. But in economic research, you will try and fundamentally do a very detailed analysis of the entire economy. But yes, there would be little touch points and overlaps between equity research and economic research, commodity research and economic research as well, because all these are somewhere linked or dependent on the economic research. So I can't say when I'm doing equity research, I can completely ignore the economic research, but I will only cover that limited piece from economy, which is relevant to my respective research, not beyond. But in economic research, I
Basically,
will do a much more detailed analysis. So just to give an example, in economic research, I will do a GDP forecasting. When I'm doing equity and credit, I will not do GDP forecasting.
it's a macro and micro difference from economic point of view. You want to say that?
नहीं, because मैं इक्विटी और क्रेडिट रिसर्च में मैक्रो वेरिएबल्स ही कंसिडर करूंगा ना. सो व्हेन आई एम डूइंग क्रेडिट रिसर्च, हाउ इन्फ्लेशन विल बिहेव, इन टर्न हाउ इट विल हैव एन इम्पैक्ट ऑन इंटरेस्ट रेट, वो मेरे मैक्रो वेरिएबल्स है. पर क्रेडिट रिसर्च में उसको भी कवर कर लूँ. व्हेन आई एम डूइंग क्रेडिट रिसर्च कि इन्फ्लेशन और इंटरेस्ट रेट को मैं फोरकास्ट करने की कोशिश नहीं करूंगा. किसी और ने जो फोरकास्ट करे हुए होंगे उनका क्या इम्पैक्ट होने वाला है मेरे बॉन्ड पे या जिस बॉन्ड पे रिसर्च कर रहा हूँ, मैं वो पीस चेक करने की कोशिश. आई विल नॉट लीव माई रिसर्च एंड स्टार्ट फोरकास्टिंग हाउ द जीडीपी विल परफॉर्म, हाउ इन्फ्लेशन विल परफॉर्म. वो इकोनॉमी रिसर्च एनालिस्ट का काम है. दीपक, डज दिस clarify or?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Anything else? Any other question? किसी और कुछ पूछना है?
Sir, can you tell what are derivatives?
Sorry.
Sir, derivatives. Can you explain derivatives?
डेरिवेटिव्स है नहीं इसमें, बट अगर आपको इंटरेस्ट है तो मैं बता देता हूँ. सो डेरिवेटिव्स आर फाइनेंशियल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स which which derives, or it's a financial contract between two parties which derives its value from some underlying asset. Okay, so what it does, it 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 is indirectly trying to link the price of other products. So for example, if I have a product, say suppose rice here, and I have a party A and B. So party A and B will enter into a legal contract, and the value of this contract is being derived from the value of this rice. So which means this becomes a contract which will which will be traded into the market. But ये जो ट्रेडिंग होगी, इसका जो प्राइस है, इसका जो वैल्यू है, वो डिराइव हो रहा है इससे. Hence this becomes a derivative contract. This is not something मनमी जो अगर आपको नहीं पता है, ये 5 मिनट में या आधे एक घंटे में समझ आ जाएगा. But it's a very complicated and extensive topic. I don't know अगर बैच को इंटरेस्ट है, I can try and cover this later also, because इसके लिए बहुत सारे पीसीस की जरूरत है जो अभी तक हमने डिस्कस करने स्टार्ट ही नहीं करे. बट if you know little bit about this, so it helps you. So for example, suppose you want to buy rice today, and suppose rice is trading at, let's say, 50 rupees per kg. ठीक है, 50 rupees per kg. You want to buy rice today, so you typically, the way you will do, you will go to a shop and say give me 1 kg rice, and so shopkeeper will give you 1 kg rice and you will give 50 rupees, and that's it. That's a simple cash transaction that happens. Let's assume you want to buy rice not today, you need rice 1 month from now. Okay, you need rice from 1 month from now, and now your concern is, if I go after 1 month to the shopkeeper or to the seller, now what if the price of the rice goes up? Let's say you need 100 quintals of rice after 1 month, 100 quintals. And what if the price of this rice goes to, let's say, 55 rupees kg? So it's a 5 rupees rice, but for 5 rupees rice per kg, and you're buying 100 quintals of rice, so the impact that it will create on you is huge. So what do? You try and enter into contract like this. Okay, ये जो मैंने जहाँ भी लिखा हुआ है, you're trying to enter into the contract through this, and through this contract or under this contract, you're trying to lock this price today, so that in the future, even if the price goes up, you still are able to do certain things which you might not be able to do if you do not enter into this contract. But whatever the value that you will decide into the contract will come or derive the value from the actual price of the rice in the market.
Sir, if we know that the price will increase in the futures, so we will block the price, the thing what you are saying.
हाँ, आप ब्लॉक कर सकते हो उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के अंदर, बट उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की वैल्यू तो बढ़ती जाएगी ना. तो मैं ऐसे समझाता हूँ, सपोज आप मैं एक राइस फार्मर हूँ, या मेरे पास एक आई एम होलसेलर ऑफ द राइस. ठीक है, यू कम टू मी एंड से निशांत मेरे को राइस चाहिए. तो मैंने कहा 50 रुपीज kg है. तो आपने कहा नहीं, मुझे 1 मंथ के बाद चाहिए. तो मैंने कहा आपको ठीक है, मैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में लिख के देता हूँ कि होल्डर ऑफ दिस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, मैं आपका नाम नहीं लिखूंगा वहां पे, मैं आपको लिखूंगा होल्डर ऑफ दिस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, यानी जिसके हाथ में कागज होगा 1 मंथ के बाद वो मुझसे राइस 55 रुपीज का ले सकता है पर kg, और 100 क्विंटल्स ले सकता है. यहाँ तक क्लियर है मनमीत?
हाँ सर.
अब 1 महीने के बाद, सपोज 1 महीने के बाद, लेट्स अज्यूम 20 दिन के बाद, आज से 20 दिन के बाद मार्केट में राइस 70 रुपीज kg हो जाता है. ठीक है, अब तेरे हाथ में जो कागज है उसकी वैल्यू कितनी होगी, उस जिसके हाथ में वो कागज होगा, whoever holds this contract at the end of the month, that person using that piece of paper would be able to buy rice from me at 55 rupees kg, but the same rice is now in the market at 70 rupees. तो तू वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, मान ले दीपक को राइस की जरूरत है, तो उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तुझे राइस की जरूरत नहीं है, तो तू वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दीपक को लेट्स अगर 10 रुपीज का भी बेचता है पर केजी, लेट्स उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में 1 केजी का ही बात हो रहा है, तो लेट्स इफ यू सेल दैट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ओनली द पीस ऑफ पेपर टू दीपक एट 10 रुपीज, तो दीपक आपको 10 रुपए देता है और वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आप दीपक को दे देते हो। यहाँ तक कोई डाउट है?
नहीं सर।
ट्रेडिंग स्टार्ट हुआ, अब दीपक के पास वो 10 रुपीज पे करके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पहुंच गया, तो दीपक एट द एंड ऑफ द मंथ दीपक के पास क्या आ गया, दीपक के पास एक पीस ऑफ पेपर आ गया एज पर विच ही कैन बाय द राइस फ्रॉम द मार्केट एट 55 रुपीज, और उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की 10 रुपए अलग से बहुत बैकग्राउंड। सो दीपक के पास वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आ गया एज पर विच ही कैन बाय द राइस फ्रॉम द मार्केट 55 रुपीज, उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को पाने के लिए उसने 10 रुपए दिए हैं, सो विच मेक्स इट 65। अब लेट्स डू एंड ऑफ द मंथ में 5 रुपए और ऊपर से रहता है, 75 हो जाता है राइस का प्राइस, तो विच मीन्स दीपक उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को यूज करके राइस खरीद पाएगा एट 55, बट उस पर 10 रुपए और ऐड कर देता है वो, यानी ओवरऑल कॉस्ट उसको 65 रुपीज में राइस मिल जाएगा, और वो राइस मार्केट में अभी 75 का चल रहा है। सो दीपक ने भी 10 रुपए कमा लिए, आपने भी 10 रुपए कमा लिए। दैट्स व्हाई द ट्रेडिंग हैपेंस। ये मैंने बहुत सिंपल एक एनालॉजी के थ्रू समझाया, बट ये इससे भी ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड पीस है।
ओके सर, ओके।
Guys, anybody else, any other question, guys? Because we'll close off this module, the first module, which was landscape. We've done that. So किसी को कुछ भी पूछना है, कुछ ऐड करना है, more than happy to take that. No questions? Okay. ठीक है. So did Damini spoke to you guys? Did she spoke to you in terms of what's lined up next?
No, sir.
Okay. So what I've been told is, I think probably next weekend. So next few topics, she is lining up your batch. I'm not sure, but that's what she told me. But wait for her to confirm to you. So there would be few topics which will be lined up with the KPMG trainer. Okay. So I think next couple of topics will be taken by them, and then you will come back to me for some of the additional topics. So that's I think that's the plan. I'm not pretty sure about this, but if I remember correctly, that's what she told me. Okay. So that's the reason I'm not sure whether I should start with the next topic or not, because that's being.
So Damini is on this call or what? We can ask him, her.
हाँ पूछ सकते हैं अगर वो है तो. दामिनी there? I don't think she would be there. No, she's not there. No, she will not attend these sessions. Otherwise, uh, think for her perspective, she would be handling probably 10, 20
Yes, yes. No.
different programs. And
Normally she
classes.
has.
No, she will.
She has given. She has given me. Means I've asked her what is the level of. By what time we'll complete all the levels, because we have some other academic engagement also. So she has given me that means the course handouts, that in this way it will be covered.
So she told you that she will join.
No,
this
not
call
not not because I was not aware that in this way we have completed this landscape of IAFP, and after that there is a new topic and how to start with the new topic.
No, sorry, I didn't understand. So she told you that she will give handouts in this class. Is that what you?
No. She has given me a sort of schedule that how the things will move.
Okay.
From level 1, level 2, level 3. I was not aware that when you are also not aware that how the things will move forward after this landscape.
No. So there's no doubt about this. So after this, the schedule that you have been given, the next topic would be accounting principles. There's no doubt about this because the schedule is final. What I'm telling you, what I've been told is that the next few topics, which is accounting principles, and I think ratio, and one more topic, I think it's consolidation. So these 2 or 3 topics is what will be lined up from next weekend, and those next 2 or 3 topics will be taken by a KPMG trainer. That's what I'm telling you would be lined up for your batch. And once you do those couple of topics, your batch will come back to me and it will start taking sessions after that topic. That's what I've been told.
Yes. She has given me that after this financial accounting and the financial statement preparation, basically an accounting part of it.
Yeah, correct. So the accounting section.
After that, there is a ratio analysis and all that.
Yeah. So correct. So there would be few topics. That's not really, I'm sure, which topics you will allocate to which one, but there would be definitely next 2 to 3 accounting topics, like accounting principles or financial statements, ratio and consolidation. There are a couple of topics which will be lined up for your batch from next weekend, because we anyways is done with this first module or first topic, which is landscaping. If you see your schedule or the list that she probably would have given to you and everyone, the first topic, landscape, is what we've done, and the next topics, for next couple of topics, your batch will be lined up with the trainer who will come, who would be a KPMG guy, and he or she would take those couple of topics, which is primarily on the accounting domain. Once we wrap up those topics, then we start moving into the forecasting, modeling, and other remaining topics, and then again I will take over the batch from there on. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's the way it will go. Is this different from what Damini has told you, or is it pretty?
No. She has only given the schedule. These are the topics will be covered in and the sessions name has been introduced in that IFP is the introduction of financial analysis, and after that principle of accounting, statement analysis, and ratios and all that.
So the first topic, which is IFP landscape, is what we have done. What we've completed today. Deepak, कुछ confusion है क्या? मतलब I'm just trying to understand.
No. There's no quite confusion at all. The only thing is that I'll ask Damini on that point.
The only thing which I'm not sure for your batches. Generally, what happens for some batches, I take first and second topic. For some batches, I take first topic, and KPMG starts taking from the second topic, depending upon their availability. So that's what I'm telling you. What I understand basis my discussion with Damni last weekend, that KPMG guys are available, hence they will take over your batch from second topic and for next few topics, and then your batch will come back to me. That's what I'm telling you. If so suppose KPMG guys are not available, then I anyways will take the next weekend if I am available for that.
We have no information on that, Nishant.
No issue. That's what I'm telling you.
We were just.
So
Hmm.
you will get a formal
No.
intimation. You will get a formal intimation for the next weekend. The way you are getting. So for example, for this weekend also you would have got the communication from Ramni, correct? So what's the topic lined up? What I'm informing you, this first topic is done, and you will get a formal intimation from Damni or your respective coordinator telling you that the next topic for the weekend is this, and this session would be either taken by KPMG or will continue to be taken by me. So she will inform me. My understanding is that next 1 or 2 topics will be taken by a KPMG guy.
No, because if you are going to take the next session, if for example, if KPMGs are not, people are not available, then which topic? You'll start with ratios and forecasting. If the person is not aware.
No. I will take the second topic. I will not skip any topic. Don't worry about it. I will go exactly in the same chronology which is lined up. I will not skip up the topic, which is accounting principles.
Accounting principles. Okay.
Yes. So there's no topic that will get skipped up. Don't worry about it, because you can't go to ratio analysis unless you do the accounting principles and stuff like this. Unless you do the financial statement analysis, you can't do the ratio analysis. So don't worry about that. Deepak, that was your query, correct? That if
No. Yes.
we will skip the topic or not, that's what you're trying to ask, correct?
No. I mean, it should. I mean, I was. I'll ask Damini for this. Then the schedule. Please share the schedules, exact schedules, if she is carrying with her on topic, as well as if the timelines on the topic.
ठीक है. Anything else, guys?
Sir, how is the assessment going to be conducted? Is it going to be
Assessment,
online?
Yeah, so there would be 3 assessments. For each level, you will. So we are in level 1 right now.
Yeah.
At the end of each level, there would be assessment. So at the end of the level 1, there would be an assessment, and that level 1 assessment would be a combination. It would be a non-Excel based assessment. It would be a combination of some MCQs plus some calculation questions. Okay. Then
Okay.
at the end of the level 2, you will have an Excel based assessment. So there would be some calculation, there would be some case study that will be given to you, and you probably need to solve and work out in the Excel. So that's a level 2 assessment. Level 3 assessment, at the end of the level 3, would be 2 parts. One is your presentation. You would be given to work on certain project, certain case study, and you need to present that to the respective trainer, who will evaluate on your presentation. And then last would be your mock. You will have a mock interview, and that would be one-on-one. So you will actually have an interview the way you will have an interview into the corporate world, and you will be given feedback and the scores for that. So these are the 3. Actually, it's 4. If you count presentation and mock separately, so that these are the 4 assessment that you will go through at the end of the level 1, at the end of level 2, and presentation and mock at the end of the level 3. The nature of the assessment for each level would be different to ensure the every part of the candidate is being tested, and that's the way it will work out. So level 1 के end में जो assessment होगा, it will cover all those topics which will be done in the level 1. Level 2 के end में जो assessment होगा will cover level 2 topics. Level 3 के assessment end में जो assessment होगा वो सारे topics cover कर लेगा.
Okay. And how long will it take for us to complete level 1, sir? If any estimate?
Yeah, typically it depends in terms of what timeline is looking at. So I'm not pretty sure in terms of आपके बैच का
Because
क्या timeline.
at the beginning we were told that 1.5 month.
Because all three levels were designed for 3.5 months, probably it will not end up till January.
Typically, Deepak, क्या होता है वो 3.5 months is typically
No, I
when you're
understood, because
running
after that COVID has come, and
yeah. So
because we
typically,
were not able to go with the classroom coachings, we have to go with
correct.
online,
So
and the pace
typically
of the
typically 3.5 months में one and a half week, but typically 3.5 months में we generally wrap the batch, we complete the batch when we are doing and these are in class जब sessions होते हैं, because जब आप in class कर रहे होते हैं आप बहुत high speed पे जा सकते हो, because a lot of things that you can do easily. But when this moved to the COVID, what was the plan originally is to start little slow, because a lot of you might not be used to attending an online session. A lot of you, when sitting at your home and just opening a laptop and sitting in front of PC, might not have the same level of focus. So what I understand from them, that the plan was to start relatively slow. Slow का मतलब है, rather than having a full 5 hour or
no
4 hour
with this
session.
space, we are, means from my side, we are okay that if the length of this goes, because this is 2 hours is means we are I'm conversant on this, that not to increase the length of this.
No, that's what will going to happen, Deepak. So what will happen now? Slowly duration बढ़ना शुरू हो जाएगा. If you guys are comfortable. So if you guys believe कि नहीं, we still wanted to keep it to 2 hours, that's okay. But the original plan would be we'll start moving from 2 to 2.5 hour or 3 hour. Let's take it for a couple of weeks and then start moving up to 3 hours, and then from 3 to 4 hours. That would be plan. Of course, if when you guys are comfortable. If you believe कि नहीं 2.5 hours ही रखो, don't try and stretch too much, then it would work like this. If you believe it has to go up, it will go up. What is important, because I think a lot of people are hinting towards कि कब खत्म होगा. Like again, just from an informal understanding perspective, and I will let you guys to speak to Damni in terms of the timeline. I just wanted to understand more from an informal perspective. Are you guys concerned too much about it कब खत्म होगा? Is that the way, or the more important? I'm just trying to understand what's bothering you too much, because I can not only you, I can see a couple of other people also chipping in terms of कि कब खत्म होगा. So I'm just trying to understand what's bothering too much around this piece, because just conscious of the fact and guys, I'm being honest with you. You can't have both sides very easily, which means if you say ki make it very comfortable to ensure we understand, especially because this first topic was very easy piece. Now from here on, especially after a couple of topics, if you're somebody from a commerce background, then I understand accounting principles, stuff like this might be a little complicated for you, or might be new for you, but from forecasting perspective, and I will take this patch back to me, the things will change. It will become so heavy for you. Probably some of you will tell me after 1 hour, sir, please stop it because this is becoming too heavy. So we will design those specific hours in such a way depending upon the nature of the topic. For example, when we move to the Excel, it will be so heavy number crunching when we do calculations or forecasting that people will generally stressed out. It's not about stressed out in terms of you can't do it. It's just about there are too many things that will flow into the Excel, and somebody who's not comfortable with the Excel, or somebody who doesn't work on too much of number calculation, will take its own time, which is natural, correct? If I start doing something new, I need more time vis-a-vis others. So that's where a little hand holding and probably those things will be taken into consideration. But I'm just trying to understand if you're just trying to what's bothering you to ensure कि कब खत्म करना, because then it will if you tell me that perspective, it will help me to speed up if required to meet that deadline or to meet that date if you have something in your head.
From my point of view, because I've scheduled my level 2 for CFA for 5th December, which I'm going to defer it for, because nowadays they have rescheduled the whole structure. You can do level 2 twice a year. Earlier it was once. That is my concern too. That's why I've spoken to Damini on that part.
Okay, fair point. So that's being deferred, or that so that goes out, correct? Now, so you're
I'm
not
about to defer it, because this time this is the only way. First time they are given the chance to student to defer it.
correct. So which means that cutoff, so that's something that was bothering you goes off, or will probably go off, because the way that you're sounding that it's to me it's the way I can understand it. You will probably have taken 99% of the decision that you will defer your December level 2.
Yes.
Okay. So if I keep that out, so anything else that's bothering you from a timeline perspective?
No, not from that aspect, because the way we are proceeding with 2 hours, the interactive sessions and all that, if it goes beyond, because this course we are going not from the academic, because experiential learning is also there. Means that
यही दीपक मैं आपको समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ.
exactly.
And
I have understood.
I've taken what it's close to, I know I've been taking 2 hours, but I think close to a month that we have been interacting. So, and most of you would have understood any topic. I don't go and just read the topic and restrict my discussion to the what's mentioned in the slide. There's so many topics that you keep on drilling and you keep on asking, and unless you guys are satisfied that you're comfortable, I don't move further. Which means from a length perspective, from a discussion perspective, from an example perspective, I don't look at the time perspective to priority for me. I look at, are you comfortable as a student that yes, you understood this to the length that you want. So that's why I'm trying to tell you guys, you need to open up and tell me that yes, a time is a timeline is important in my head. Of course, a timeline is important. I'm not denying that, and that's what I'm trying to understand informally, because Damini will try and structure in terms of what's a timeline. It can't go and it will not go beyond this defined timeline. But what we need to be careful, this environment that's currently happening, it's not a normal scenario, because moving to 2 hours to 4 hours, we did it for one batch, it collapsed, because again that batch was initially launched into the same COVID scenario. So a lot of people came back that we had a lot of uncomfort when sitting 4 hours in the laptop. So I'm just trying to tell you, so that's something which with Damini will work out. But anybody else, so Deepak has told me कि timeline का जो December attempt था, that will go off. Anybody else who has little concern or something is bothering you from timeline perspective, it's important you speak on and let me know so that I can accordingly work around and I can communicate and pass this to Damini.
हेलो हेलो यस सर, ये 2 आवर्स जो है ना, ये एनफ है अभी, क्योंकि फोकस नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ दीदी ऑनलाइन पर, है ना सर? ये एनफ है.
मेरा क्वेश्चन आई थिंक 2 घंटे 3 घंटे का नहीं था. मेरा क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा कुछ और था. मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि anybody who is looking at कि मेरे को इस डेट तक खत्म करना है, इस मंथ तक खत्म करना है, ऐसा किसी के टाइमलाइन चल रहा है क्या? आई जस्ट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट, बिकॉज़ दैट विल डिसाइड. ठीक है, आपका नहीं, बाकी लोगों का किसी का, because I've heard this couple of times saying कब खत्म होगा. So I just want to understand what's bothering. The other thing which I don't like about this, whether I'm being very honest and vocal about this, that apart from couple of students, other students don't respond, don't react, which is not very good for a batch.
No, there is not such an issue for the timelines, monthly timelines. We can do on a regular basis, like we are doing on 2 hours. Gradually, as you told that we will increase the time limit for 2.5 and 3 hours.
So it is okay. There is
It will go
no
up to
foundation
4
for
as
the daily time limit and the monthly time limit.
So it will move from 2 to 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. It will go up to 4, and probably
Yeah,
for some topics it might go 5 hours also. So that's
yeah.
what I will
If
leave
it
it
is
to
going
down.
gradually, it will work. No issues.
Yes, it will work gradually, and also depending on the nature of the topic. So there will be some
Yeah.
topics will be pretty straightforward. ठीक है, उसमें ज्यादा स्ट्रेस नहीं आएगा, ज्यादा एब्जॉर्प्शन करने के लिए आपको टाइम नहीं चाहिए, वो बहुत स्पीड पे भगाए जा सकेंगे. सो उस पर 4 से 5 आवर्स भी चले जाएंगे. देयर विल बी सर्टेन टॉपिक्स जो मैं 1 घंटे में ही रैप अप कर दूंगा. आई विल टेल यू होल्ड, because there will be too heavy topic that you will need little time to absorb those pieces, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. I will leave that for Damni to probably structure जैसे बनाया गया है. Especially we are aware that it's a pandemic scenario, and see, let's be honest guys, अगर आप एक
Yeah.
क्लासरूम में बैठ के अटेंड कर रहे हो, your focus and attention is far different vis-a-vis आप अपने एक लिविंग रूम में या बेडरूम में बैठ के, where a lot of other people are moving, especially on Saturday and Sunday, the attention and the focus is far different. Let's accept it, correct? ये
Yes,
reality
yes.
है.
I totally agree. I totally agree with your point, and it also depends on the points and the stress. Some points are getting more stress, as you told. So that time we have to wrap up early, and if something is going very smoothly, we can take the time for the complete report. So I agree with your point.
Okay. But what is important, and that's what I don't want to compromise, at least for the session that I will take. No, I don't want to compromise. Is the piece is the understanding level and your ability to understand those topics, irrespective of the piece, irrespective of the duration. What is important?
In my opinion, everyone has joined this course or joined this classes because everyone has in my opinion, everyone is knowing about the topics, but for the practicality or for the understanding and depth understanding, we have joined these classes. So that is the matter for us.
Correct, and that should not be compromised either on account of duration or either on account of speed. That's the way I would take this.
Yeah, I totally agree with that point.
Okay. Thanks, Nimesh. Anybody else, guys, would appreciate, because I think Paruli Kritika was also asking about the same thing, and others also. Please, it will help to pass on this feedback to Damni. Jaldi se, if you can let me know. Anybody else bothering too much or having any kind of an concern from timeline perspective?
Only there is one issue that I am facing, maybe other persons also facing, that on Saturdays, on 4th and 2nd and 4th, we have off in the banking, but other Saturdays we are working. So on that working Saturdays, it is very difficult to continue the topics full time. So we have to go for the recorded videos and all other things. So that is something creating problem, or that is some, I don't like that things, because live classes, like I am talking to you, I am getting the I am raising some questions, I am getting solutions. So I like this type of session. And on the Saturdays, I due to my work, I choose recorded videos. So that is the only problem for me, nothing else.
Okay. Have you discussed this with Damni?
Yeah, I have told her, but she told that she will settle down something else, but hope for the best. But अभी तो चल रहा है, ठीक है, recorded lines से देखते हैं क्या होता है आगे.
ठीक है. ठीक है. Anything else, guys? On the timing piece, guys.
From my point of view, I'm also completely fine with the timelines. I mean, there is no timeline. We want to just gain the maximum knowledge. And this is such an interesting topic. Each day we are learning everything new. So there's nothing about how much time we are giving to it, or it has been 2 hours or 4 hours. So it's perfectly fine from my side.
ठीक है. ठीक है. Anybody else, guys? And I would appreciate, guys, you need to vocal out. You need to, and when I'm being so much giving you liberty to express your views, because that's the way the corporate people has to this is not a class, correct? I take you as a team, correct? We're working in a team, and most of you are working for a corporate, correct? And you guys know how does it work. And some of you might start working with me or with us, correct, in future. So I'm not looking at this teacher and a typical or traditional student and teacher kind of thing where it's a one-way communication. It has to be two ways. You can give feedback, you can suggest certain things if there are area of improvement. And I'm sharing the strategy, the logic which Damni and the team has worked around for your batch in terms of restricting to 2 hours to start with and moving up. Feel free to suggest, no sir, this will work, this will not work, this is something which we should try, and that will bring more value addition. Stuff like it's pretty okay, guys. It's pretty comfortable. Don't hesitate. You're free to speak. You're free to express your opinion. You're free to challenge me. So, for example, if I'm something which I'm explaining which is illogical, which is not making sense, feel free and say, sir, this is not okay. I am not finding it logical, and continue to raise this unless I give you a justification which satisfies to you and you're comfortable and convinced. Because if you're not convinced, you will not be able to convince the interviewer into that battle. So this is something which same feedback which I gave to Damni as well, that as a batch you need to open up, because except few students, most of you don't interact, don't express, don't share your views and inputs. So that's something which I would encourage everyone to start interacting. Otherwise these sessions will typically become like a recorded session, like for example, like I think it was Nimesh who mentioned it. Unless you interact, unless you ask your questions, unless you give your inputs, it is not necessary that you might have question. If you suppose if I explain something and I have an example X and you have another example, feel free to share. That's okay. And that's where you will slowly get into the mode of starting interacting more into these sessions. Okay, coming back to the original piece, anybody else, any other concern, issue more from a perspective of a timeline, or that we need to complete by this month or this date, something like this? If anybody has any views, inputs, opinion around those pieces.
Sir, the main problem as discussed with the Nimish is saying it's very difficult to do the classes on the second and fourth Saturday, because I'm presently working in the bank. So as you're saying that it would be increased in the timeline from 2 to 4 hours. So sir, it's very difficult to see the recorded sessions on Saturdays around 4 hours. So sir, it's very difficult to do the recording session of 4 hours. Basically, but that's you need to talk to Damini.
ये हो सकता है मनवी, सो मुझे नहीं पता, हो सकता है इसी रीजन की वजह से दामनी ने आपके बैच को भी 2 hours पे रखा हो सकता है. I'm not the one who will decide, correct? So my job is only what Damni will tell me, that this batch, this topic and duration. That's it. That's a time slot. So हो सकता है, probably as Nikhil is saying, sorry, Nimesh was telling earlier also, and as you were telling, this could be one of those reasons that probably Damni would have taken those into consideration, and for your batch, she has still restricted this to for 2 hours. This is very much possible. So I'm not saying it will go to 3 hours just for the sake of increasing. Possibly Damni might tell me, no, this batch has requested me earlier as well, and hence that's why we are keeping it for 2 hours. It could be possible, Manmeet. So when we reach to that stage and we start increasing the duration, we can again you can again highlight to Damni, and we can see what's a call that needs to be taken for your batch.
Okay, sir, but we can say that 2 hours is okay. 2 hours is enough, and we do not need to rush anything. We basically need to understand each and everything.
Okay, so I think I got a sense. Last time, anybody else who wants to share anything on this timeline, please? Okay. I take that as a closed. So apart from Deepak, who has some exam, who has exam lined up in December, which is very much likely to get it will get deferred. So which means if that also gets sorted, there is nothing which is bothering anybody from a timeline perspective. Timeline perspective means this is the date, this is the month that we need to wrap up. especially some of you are requesting not to increase the duration of the session, which means from moving from 2 hours to 3 hours. So which means, of course, we need to be conscious on the one side, correct? I can't have both set. I need to complete by this date, but I can't increase the duration also. So it would be one side, not I can't have both. Okay, so I will keep Damni posted on this. The another thing, just quickly, because we have extra time today, so just wanted to understand in terms of methodology as well. The pace and then the methodology that I am taking so far, is that comfortable? Any suggestion, any changes, anything that you believe is not working good for you, or anything that needs to be sorted out? Are we comfortable with the methodology in terms of the example, in terms of depth, in terms of interaction, and anything else, any improvement, anything that's not helping us? If you could let me that as well. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So guys, in terms of methodology, in terms of the pace, in terms of the entire approach, anything that needs to be worked, anything needs to be changed, any area of improvement, anything which is not working good for us, would appreciate if you share that, so that it helps to plug in those gaps and probably to change in case anything required.
I have one suggestion. So, what I have requested you earlier also, because we, for example, we have completed this private equity, private placement, and all. Can we have the real-time case studies? If you can include in this, that will serve a purpose to know about the real-time knowledge also on that part.
So what I have what I have planned. So there are two ways to look at this, Deepak. So let me open Excel. So for example, I have level 1, and suppose in level 1 I have topic A, B, C, D, and then I have, let's assume, level 2, and then I have topic E, F, G, and then I have level 3, and suppose I have topic X, Y, and Z. Okay, so that's the way the program will go. Now, what I've done, or what I propose to do, and I'm more than happy to change this as well. What I've done, there would be a case study which will be done. Okay, and it will be live, real case study. Now, what I've done, or what I intend to do, is this piece. Is I will do this at the end of level 1, which will cover all these pieces, and which will give you an ability. Okay, we've understood these topics. We understood these topics in terms of, but how do you practically apply this into real world, is what you will discuss and you will do along with me into this. This is not one session. This will be a series of sessions. So this the yellow section is not representative of one single session. This will go on. Now, then we'll move to level 2, and then again, this case study will again come back at the end of level 2, and will continue and add these pieces back to this case study. And then, sorry. So let's say Z nahi hai, yahan pe XY topic tha. And then this case study will again continue from this to this, and then whatever we've done in level 3 gets again applied and being discussed in terms of how does it apply into your corporate transactions. So which means into this entire journey, you're not only discussing these topics after a decent level, you're also trying to understand how does it practically applied through a case study or a transaction. This is one way to do this. The another way to do this is कि मैं हर एक टॉपिक के बाद एक केस लेता जाऊं. But the problem in that would be that this case will have only a limited discussion. This case will have a limited discussion. This case will have a limited discussion, because each of these will not be able to fit into one transaction or one case study जो आप पूरा throughout देख सकते हो. So I'm okay with either of the approach. This is approach A, where once I do a number of topics which is good enough to do that complicated case, I take that case study and wrap up this entire list of topics into this, and then I move to the next level and do some more topics and wrap bring this back into that case study, which is a continuation of the previous case study and stuff like this. That's the one approach. Another approach is this जो आप बोल रहे हो शायद, if I understand correctly, level 1 A B C, so level 2, let's assume D E F, and let's say level P X and Y. So if I understand correctly, आप बोल रहे हो कि हर टॉपिक के यहाँ पे एक केस करते जाओ. Correct, Deepak? I think this is what you're saying.
Yes.
So that's also okay. So इसमें challenge
Yes, because from my point of view is for what I'm in the opinion that because it will give a layer by layer opening of the concepts in a to just
then you will not have a case, Deepak. Then you will not have a one case just आप starting से लेकर end तक पूरी transaction. So what I was trying, what I intend to do is कि real life में step 1 से लेकर आखिरी तक एक ट्रांजैक्शन कैसे होती है, ठीक है, जिसमें सब कुछ आ जाएगा, फोरकास्टिंग, मॉडलिंग, सब कुछ, वैल्यूएशन, सेंसिटिविटी, सिनेरियो, यानी पूरी ये स्लाइड जो मैंने कल आपको दिखाई थी रिसर्च वाली. This one. This will give you full picture of everything. इसमें कुछ चीजें नहीं है, like वैल्यूएशन नहीं है, रेशियो नहीं है, कुछ पीसेस नहीं है इसमें, बट वो भी रेशियो है, बट वैल्यूएशन नहीं है, सेंसिटिविटी नहीं है, वो भी इसमें ऐड हो जाएंगी. Is what I'm trying to do in this format. If I go with this methodology, this is also the disadvantage of this methodology is कि this case जो आप केस 1 करोगे और फिर आप जो केस 2 करेंगे, फिर आप एक केस 3 करेंगे, इनका आपस में कोई लिंकेज नहीं होगा. वो केस आपको सिर्फ एक इंडिविजुअल टॉपिक का दिखेगा. वो इंडिविजुअल टॉपिक का दिखेगा. आपको केस 1 का और केस 2 का कोई लेना देना नहीं होगा आपस में. मैं एक ये केस दूंगा आपको जो टॉपिक 1 को कवर कर देगा, फिर मैं एक नया केस दूंगा जो टॉपिक बी को कवर कर देगा, फिर मैं एक नया केस दूंगा जो टॉपिक सी को कवर कर देगा, एंड सो ऑन. बट आपको स्टार्टिंग से लेकर, जब आप हमारे पास एक क्लाइंट आता है, हम उसको स्टार्टिंग से लेकर स्टेप बाय स्टेप कैसे आगे लेके जाते हैं, वो जो जर्नी है, वो इसका डिसएडवांटेज आपको नहीं दिखता. दैट्स व्हाई मोस्ट ऑफ द प्रीवियस बैचेस हैव ऑप्टेड फॉर दिस मेथोडोलॉजी. So if you believe, or you as a batch believe, no, this is something, so let's put this as methodology 1 and methodology 2. If you as a batch believe methodology 2, I have no reservation or no reason to change from this to this. देखो अभी देखो दीपक, अभी ना, अभी जो लैंडस्केप टॉपिक है ना, ये बहुत बेसिक टॉपिक है. लेट मी पुट दिस जस्ट अ फाउंडेशन, जिसमें जैसे आप प्राइवेट इक्विटी की बात कर रहे हो, पूरा प्राइवेट इक्विटी यहाँ पर डिस्कस होने वाला है केस में. ये सारा, ये जो केस लेवल 1 होने वाला है, प्राइवेट इक्विटी स्ट्रक्चरिंग कैसे होती है, प्राइवेट इक्विटी की डील्स कैसे होती है, प्राइवेट इक्विटी का मॉडलिंग कैसे होता है, किस पैरामीटर्स पे वो इन्वेस्टमेंट एनालिसिस करते हैं, ये सारा एग्जैक्टली लाइंड अप है यहाँ पे। आपको लग रहा है प्राइवेट इक्विटी जो मैंने आज बता दिया ये लास्ट 1-2 क्लास से खत्म हो गया? नहीं, ये सिर्फ एक
नहीं
ऊपर
नहीं
की आपको
नहीं हुआ है खत्म, बिकॉज डील तभी होगी जब व्हेन यू आर एबल टू नो द अकाउंटिंग पार्ट एंड आफ्टर दैट द रेशियो एनालिसिस।
करेक्ट। अब मैं आपको जैसे मैंने प्राइवेट इक्विटी, अब मैं उसमें क्या केस स्टडी लूं? मैं सिर्फ आप में उसको यही बता सकता हूँ प्राइवेट इक्विटी के 3 ट्रांजेक्शन।
This is my suggestion only because you are the best just to accommodate how you are accommodating the things and how you have lined up.
So that's why I've shared you in terms of what I have lined up. So my proposal is this the approach 1, and the another proposal that you're making is approach 2. Okay, now let's decide as a team, as a batch, which of the approach we want to do, and then I am promising you that for my session that approach will get implemented what we agreed today. Either we are going to go with approach 1, whether we want to go with approach 2. Each of these approaches has their advantages and disadvantages. For example, for some of the batches they opted for another third variant, which is this. So let me give you that also. So for example, one of the batches opted this methodology is this. So they said, sir, don't do these case studies at the end of each level. Don't do this. Only do this big case study at the end of level, at the end of the program, which will cover everything. उसमें चैलेंज थोड़ा ये आया कि बहुत सारे बच्चे बहुत कुछ भूल गए. So and then I changed this methodology and said, ठीक है, let's try and break this into 3 parts so that after each level, देखो level 1 में और level 3 में जाने में 2 से 3 महीने का गैप लगता है. ठीक है, अब मैं आपको 2 महीने बाद एक केस स्टडी कराऊं जो पूरे स्टार्टिंग का हो, तो थोड़ा सा स्टूडेंट्स को डिफिकल्टी हुई. एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई डिसाइडेड कि यार ये इज नॉट अ वेरी बेस्ट ऑफ द मेथोडोलॉजी कि आप ईच लेवल के बाद ईच टॉपिक की केस स्टडी करते रहो एंड यू गेट स्टिल फुल विजिबिलिटी ऑफ द एंटायर जर्नी. टेक्निकल आप चाहो तो 3 ऑल्टरनेटिव है आपके पास. आई वुड नॉट रिकमेंड दिस टू मच बिकॉज आई थिंक, बट स्टिल अगर हम डिस्कशन करें तो सारे ऑप्शंस ओपन कर देते हैं. लेट्स डू द इन हियर फ्रॉम यू. सो ये 3 ऑप्शंस हैं. My preference, the way I've seen, this is what 17th batch that I'm taking for Emarticus, both Mumbai and Delhi put together. Sorry, only for Delhi is 17 and couple of I've taken from Mumbai also. So this is the way. 3 options are available now. As a batch, you guys decide and let me know which one you wanted to choose, and I can replicate and I can get that implemented for you as a batch. दीपक एंड अदर बताइए कौन सा आपको कंफर्टेबल है या कौन सा आपको लगता है which will help you more from a learning perspective.
I think the first approach is just fine, sir.
Yes, sir. According to my opinion also. Hello.
Yes, was.
I'm saying, sir, my opinion is case number 1 is very good for us. And second thing, I want to request to you, मुझे हम लोगों को जितना डीपली नॉलेज हम लोगों को मिल सके, इट विल बी बेटर है.
मेरे को आपका लास्ट पीस समझ नहीं आया, बट आई थिंक लाइक व्हाट आई कुड गैदर इज यू वर सजेस्टिंग द फर्स्ट.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ केस नंबर 1 जो है, पर केस के बराबर एक स्टडी हम लोगों को मिली जो आपने दिया ना लेवल 1 का, कि वहाँ पे केस मिले, तो सेम मेरा ये जैसे पारुल ने ये सजेस्ट किया.
ठीक है.
और सेकंड,
व्हाट अबाउट
मोर डीपली नॉलेज चाहता हूँ. जो भी केस स्टडी कराया जाता है, जो भी स्टडी हो, चाहे इक्विटी हो, चाहे कोई एनी टाइप टॉपिक, तो मोर डीपली स्टडी चाह रहा हूँ, नॉलेज चाह रहा हूँ, ताकि मुझे हम लोगों को इधर उधर ना भटकना पड़े.
ठीक है, वो आई थिंक डीप का तो आप स्ट्रेस मत लो. तो whichever approach, whether 1, 2 and 3, I at least for my session I will ensure कि वो depth cover हो जाए, and you can do that same request to those respective trainers also so that they can do all the same thing. So in terms of approach, so some of you have mentioned for 1. Deepak, what's your view?
The opinion is 1, we'll go with 1.
आप comfortable हो, don't try and let it influence and change your opinion
No,
because
no,
others
no.
have.
Because we have to go with the batch. We cannot.
But you still individually believe 2 is good.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Which means doing the case which will not give you linkage with the second case, and second case will not give you linkage with the third case. That will be a good approach.
What your approach is saying, case 1 has no linkage with case 2. If we have that case study in which all the linkages are there, if that case study is available and you are comfortable to produce that case study, then it is okay, because it will give a layer by layer opening.
वो practically possible नहीं है ना दीपक, because वो practically, because that's why मैं private equity लेता हूँ. Let's take I take a private equity. A private equity में आपको public equity के नहीं दिखा सकता. ठीक है, so I can't have a case where private equity भी हो रहा है, क्योंकि दो contrary concepts हैं completely. Either I have to take one, or either I have to take one. It will not have linkages with each of these. So there would be a lot of topics where you can't have one case study जो across आपको निकाल के ले जाएगा. I'm being very honest and I'm telling you. I'm not trying to hide anything from you and say कि नहीं, ऐसे नहीं हो पाएगा, because वो एक बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स ऐसे हैं जिनके लिए वो केस अगर स्टडी में यूज करता हूं तो वो प्रीवियस टॉपिक से इंटरलिंक नहीं होगा, वो एक कंप्लीट अलग केस स्टडी बन जाएगी. ठीक है, और एनी बाकी लोगों का व्यू है? अभी कंफर्टेबल विद फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड? जस्ट लेट्स क्लोज दिस अप टू
I will also
decide.
vote for first methodology, because considering second, if we talk about case study, we cannot have case study after every topic. Like we can share the examples, the scenarios, the practical scenarios, but talking about the case study, it is a long discussion.
Sorry. So it does not mean, so I think it does not mean that after each topic I will not have those discussion from examples, what's happening around.
Exactly, which we are already doing.
I don't mean that, Deepak. What I mean that what we are discussing right now. So this case study does not mean I will not give you examples. This does not mean we'll not discuss about if we take an example and say, okay, ये example में ये क्या हो रहा है, what's how this concept gets applied to this. We will continue to do that. What I mean, over and above, I will take one transaction and then start discussing that कि वो कैसे हो रहा है. वो over and above is what I'm suggesting, this approach 1 or approach 2. What we've been discussing in terms of examples or in terms of the stuff that we've been doing so far. और अभी तक देखो, इस landscape is not a very good example, because landscape में आपको कुछ बहुत basic foundation ही create कर रहा हूँ. Probably you will get more visibility when I start moving to ratios and probably start moving towards the modeling or the forecasting topics, because this is where the actual the stuff will come out. Okay, so I think Parul correctly mentioned this piece, that in approach 1, I'm not suggesting that after topic A the examples will not be discussed, the practical application will not be discussed, and we will wait till end of the level 1. That's not what I'm suggesting. The way we've been discussing will continue. In addition to that, one more full-fledged case study is what will come out in approach 1 and approach 2. Okay. Any other thoughts on this? Okay. Any other suggestion, guys? Any other area of improvement, suggestion, or anything which is not working? So one was this case study which we have discussed, and what I will probably once we move to those more complicated topic, I'm happy to relook this, because that will give more flavor of understanding what this approach is all about. Anything else, guys?
I want to add a small suggestion, if that is feasible. if you could ask at the beginning of the session a question from the previous class, considering from the point of view of interview perspective, not having a lengthy discussion, but yeah, investing 5 to 10 minutes
ठीक
from
है,
the previous
कर
session.
सकते हैं, कर सकते हैं, कर सकते हैं. I have no reservation in doing that. If everybody is comfortable, उसके limitations थोड़े से मैं बता देता हूँ. So 5 and 10 minutes, which means everybody might not get a chance. So that's point number one, because 5-10 minutes might not be. And second is, it should not start demotivating and embarrassing people, because if I start asking, well, for example, between Saturday and Sunday, you don't get too much of time. So जो कल टॉपिक मैंने कराया था उसी के मैंने आज क्वेश्चंस पूछना शुरू कर दूं. So some of you which might not be able to revise those topics, it should not start demotivating them, because I need to be blunt to tell you what you're telling is wrong. So वो थोड़ा दो चीजें, if you guys as a batch are comfortable okay with this, I'm more than happy to do this, and we can decide in terms of time, and you want to restrict to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and just be conscious of the fact कि हम लोग उस extra 5 minutes 10 minutes का impact कहीं ना कहीं timeline perspective पड़ेगा. So that's the only piece that I have apart in my mind. Otherwise, I'm okay with this. So if you guys are okay on this, we can roll this out from the next class.
From my point of view, if demotivation from asking means you have asked question, we are not able to answer it right now, a demotivation is acceptable to me.
ठीक है. उसमें दीपक जनरली जो लोग नहीं बोल रहे हैं मैं उनको फोर्स करके बुलवाऊंगा. करेक्ट. सो आई विल नॉट डू दिस. और पारुल, आर यू सजेस्टिंग I ask this openly and जिसको बोलना है उसको बोले? Is that what is suggesting?
No, the idea is not just to demotivate, correct, or make people, yeah. So
no, I'm not asking that. I'm saying, so there are two ways to do this. One, at the beginning of the session, I just ask the question, which will be based on the previous topic, and let you guys decide किसको आंसर करना. So for example, if I ask question and let's आपने और दीपक ने डिसाइड किया कि मैं आंसर करता हूँ और आंसर कर दिया, and there are people on the call on the batch who are not speaking or who do not want to actively come forward and answer this. You want me to go and force them to answer this, and which means I will pick and choose who should answer, or I just open it, ask the question, and leave it whoever wants to answer this. Which of these approach you were suggesting?
Not to pick and choose, of course.
वो तो बहुत simple है. That will not help too much, because फिर भी वही होगा कि जो लोगों को बोलने में इंटरेस्ट है या जो लोग को आता है वो बोल देंगे, जो को नहीं आता, जिनको हेजिटेशन है, they will still not speak. Let's start with this. So what I can do?
We can do one thing. I think, I mean, after every session, you can just tell us that these are the 2 questions that you should know after this session, which an interviewer can expect from you. Something like this also can be helpful.
हाँ ठीक है, वो तो वैसे भी करेंगे इवेंट सीरीज. फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे आज मैंने आपको बताया इक्विटी रिसर्च में these are the few topics, few skill set that we look at when we hire people, correct? So वो होगा पारुल when we reach to that topic. अभी तो हम बहुत बेसिक स्टफ कर रहा है अभी तो. But ठीक है, so what I can do from next class,
yeah, the idea is just to means if there are any hidden questions which we have not explored in the 2 hours of study, or the agenda behind, matlab your objective is not been come across.
Understood.
So
understood. Okay. So remind me from next class. So let's start this way. So at the beginning of each class, I will ask a couple of questions. We'll try and restrict this for 5 minutes or 10 minutes kind of in discussion. I will ask a couple of questions and I will keep it open. Let's start with the open piece, which means I will not pick and choose. I will just ask the question and whoever is comfortable can answer. Let's start with this, and let's try this for next couple of sessions. And if we believe and other guys are comfortable, then we can move to a much more stringent approach of trying to pick and choose. Can aap hi answer karo, so that somebody gets pushed up and start making an attempt. Is that okay, Parul? Let's start with that thought process.
Yeah, okay.
ठीक है. So ठीक है. सो बट ये आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा पारुल, मुझे या किसी को भी. सो नहीं, हर क्लास में मुझे स्टार्टिंग में याद दिला देना कि सर we agreed with this, because lot of I'm not taking only your batch, right? I'm taking 6-7
Sure,
batches
sure.
parallelly. So most of the batches have decided not to do this. So मुझे याद दिला दो and then I will do this.
Okay.
ठीक है. Anything else, guys? चलिए ठीक है. ठीक है. So फिर we'll probably close today. And in terms of the plan for the
Sir,
next
can we
session-
have your number, or are you added in our WhatsApp group, so that if you will not be there from the next next few sessions, and if we have any doubt, we can connect with you.
So let me speak to Damni, because there are a lot of implications of doing that.
Okay, or you can share your email ID so that we can post our questions right from the first session to the completion of the landscape. You can do that.
Because most of the time during the session, we are not able to, remember all the questions, but
So
sometimes.
that's what the problem is, correct? So अगर आप email कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, so what I would expect from you guys, कि rather than sending an email, if you have a notepad and during the entire week you keep on listing down the question that you wanted to send to me through an email. And if you remember, at the beginning of every session, I keep this open, and my starting point is, do you have any questions for me or any queries? That's the opportunity that you should use. The problem is, Deepak, if I give you an email ID and you send me a question, and I hope you will appreciate, there are a lot of topics which cannot be responded through an email. The problem is that if I start responding in email and you don't understand that, and you come back, आपको मेरे बीच में email ही हो तो चलता रहेगा. You will waste a lot of time. I will waste a lot of time in just sending and drafting and sending in emails here and there. But when you interact, so I'm not asking you जैसे पारुल ने बोला हम भूल जाते हैं. That's to me is not a right approach. Just keep a notepad with you. Suppose आज हमारा टॉपिक हुआ है, let's we start studying from tomorrow onwards. या कुछ भी आप पढ़ रहे हो न्यूज़पेपर में, जो भी आपको क्वेश्चन है, so rather than sending an email, just write a week and the date and write your question on that piece of paper, and keep on writing your question in your paper on that piece of paper on your notepad during the entire week. At the end of the week, on Saturday and Sunday when we meet, I open the session with any question. Just ensure you keep on shooting each question back to me and let me answer those questions. Khatam. And if you don't satisfy, if I'm not able to answer your question, you still have an opportunity to interact with me, correct? कि सर ये नहीं, ये पूछना है, और बताओ, ये बताओ, वो बताओ, whatever. And now you decide which you believe is the right approach for you. Sending an email, which means I will be responding to, and that gets closed, or giving an opportunity to interact and ask any question that you have come across during the week. Which one you would prefer? Because I have to stop then either of these. You can't have both, because there's a time component involved into this. हाँ पारुल, दीपक.
I am already carrying a notepad. It's Kritika who raised the question.
I am
Sorry,
Kritika,
sorry,
sir. You are
sorry,
confused
sorry.
between me and Parul.
Sorry, guys, sorry. My apologies. So please.
So what
try
I
and
feel
understand.
is that sometimes a person feels that it takes a lot of time. We only have 2 hours, and it will take some of the time. That's why I think.
Kritika, that's what I'm telling you, guys. Get out of that mode. I am telling you now, I am perfectly okay if you ask a question and the entire 2 hour session goes into that discussion. I am okay. Then what's your problem?
Okay.
Guys, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's a comfort that I'm trying to give you. अच्छा आप मुझे बताओ, जो भी आज तक मैंने सेशन स्टार्ट किया है, have I ever started a batch without asking you any questions from me? Have I ever done that?
No, sir.
And when you don't ask questions, then I have no choice but to start with my topic. If I am giving you that comfort, you need to get out. बॉस, वो जो पुराने ट्रेनर्स थे या पुराने जो मेथोलॉजी है, मैं वो नहीं फॉलो कर रहा. So why are you coloring me, or why are you keeping me into that same zone जो कोई और मेथोलॉजी फॉलो कर रहा? आप आधे घंटे तक क्वेश्चन पूछो कृतिका, and I am giving you this promise. If somebody from your batch pulls you and texts you कि कृतिका तूने आधे घंटा क्वेश्चन पूछ के हमारा बैच का टाइम खराब कर दिया, you will let me know and I will see that person. That's my promise to you. Guys, you've not met me in person. You don't know too much in terms of stuff. Okay?
Thank you for giving us that privilege.
नहीं दीपक, वो राइट है आपका. It's I'm not doing anything. You wait for it.
Actually, what Kritika has pointed out, I have that same opinion that we should go ahead. The people, other people aspect also, we should look into
Nahin,
that.
Deepak.
That was the reservation I was also carrying.
Should not.
Yes.
As long as, no, Kritika and Deepak and everybody else, as long as you have paid money for this program, you have to think about yourself individually as far as questions are concerned. Because Deepak, if you're telling me that you have 5 questions, you ask only 3 and you keep those 2 questions with you, thinking what others will think because I'm asking too many questions, to me that's not an approach that will help you to get into this side of the industry.
Not on that side. Considering the constraint of timelines, that's the only thing.
That's
why I requested to go. If I can go ahead with that email approach. Now you have addressed it to me. The timeline is not the constraint on the query.
But that's what we discuss with the entire batch, correct? Deepak, कि किसी को timeline का issue नहीं है. So what will happen? आप आधा घंटा extra पूछ लोगे, what will happen? जो program एक वीकेंड आगे चला जाएगा, that's what maximum will happen, correct? और हमने अभी तो डिस्कस किया, किसी को इशू नहीं है उससे, correct? So I just want to keep it very, very simple and clear message to everyone, guys. कोई reservation नहीं है as long as I am from me, for you to ask questions from me, pretty okay. आप 5 क्वेश्चन पूछो, 2 क्वेश्चन पूछो, कोई issue नहीं है. If anybody pulls you up and say why are you asking question, you don't need to give any explanation to that person. You just need to tell speak to Nishant sir. That's it. Khatam. Full stop. I'm making it very individualistic. I don't want to make this generalistic. ये और क्या सोचेंगे? I don't belong to that school of thought. When I used to study, I used to do this same stuff. I don't used to leave my teacher. And that's why a lot of people don't like me during those days. कि ये चिपक जाएगा and will ask a lot of questions. But that's what built me today, correct? Where I've reached today is because of that ability to ask questions, and I will not let person go unless those questions are being asked. Guys, please understand, you need to build that talent, and I need to build that talent in you so that you become sellable in the market, that you get a higher offers in the market. अगर आप एक traditional school के बच्चे की तरह perform करोगे, you will not have the value created in the market. Please understand, this is a tough MNC private competition corporate world, guys. So Kritika and Deepak, does this help?
Yes,
no
yes.
restriction.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
Yes, sir.
That approach I have adopted.
I will again reiterate, sorry Deepak, I will not start the new topic unless all questions are being addressed at the beginning of the session. When you have no questions, then only I will start the new topic. That's the way I will take my sessions. Sorry Deepak, go ahead.
No, that's the approach we have adopted when I was in the classes of FRM, because I want to interact with you on bank holding, because in part 2 there's a big there's a big chapter involved for bank holding companies. I was skipped that, and I was fortunate that the question was not appeared in the exam. Bank holding, at that point of the concept of bank holding, though I have cleared it part 2, but it's not clear to me. That's why I was asking you. So that approach we have gathered, not to ask too many questions. From that point of view, you cleared out my doubts.
ठीक है. ठीक है. Anything else, guys, before we close this? एक और just on a lighter note, अगर आप मुझे ईमेल भेजोगे तो मुझे वो चीज नहीं भी आती होगी तो मैं गूगल से देख के आपको आंसर कर सकता हूँ, करेक्ट? बट that's not the way it should be. अगर आप मुझे लाइव पूछोगे तो you can also see मुझे आता है कि नहीं आता. So I think that's also important, correct? That you should know what your trainer or what your mentor is capable of. ठीक है. So
Thank you.
Anything else, guys? Yeah, welcome. So, before I close, anything else, guys? Any other feedback, suggestion? Okay. So I would pass on this timeline or related piece to Damni, and in terms of the schedule for the next weekend, and for here on, in terms of whether it would be KPMG or whatever, I will tell Damni that she would keep you formally informed on that. Okay. So thanks. Bye. Take care.